Bandidos, what up? Your boy Tux here, and today we got some big news about the first Descendant. The most requested feature in the game's history just dropped in today's patch 1.2.18. I'm talking about dynamic motion, aka Jiggle physics. Yup, it's finally here and players are already losing their minds over it. So let's break it down, what it is, how it works, and why it's such a big deal. Stick with me to the end because this is gonna be a fun one.
Wait, did we just become best friends? So nice to meet you. I think you're cool.
All right, so dynamic motion is the official name for Jiggle physics in the first Descendant. If you're new to the game, it's a free-to-play looter shooter with awesome combat and some of the best looking characters around. You got Bunny in her sleek bodysuit or Balbi with her cool water powers, but for a while, players noticed something's missing. The characters looked great, but their movements kinda stiff. Jiggle physics is all about adding that extra bounce. Yup, that bounce. To make character animations feel more natural when they run, jump, or fight. In patch 1.2.18, which hit today, May 22nd, the devs added a new setting called dynamic motion level. You've got 3 options to choose from: weak, medium, and strong. The default is set to medium, so when you log in, you'll see a moderate amount of jiggle right out of the gate. But here's the cool part, you can tweak it however you want. Want just a little motion? Go weak. Want to crank it up? Hit strong, you can even turn it off. It's all up to you. So why is this such a big deal? Well, the first Descendant community has been begging for Jiggle physics since the game launched. And that's caused a little bit of divide across the community because there are some other issues that we're dealing with too. And the community has questioned whether the devs are focusing on the right priorities or not. However, the devs did come back and say, hey, we got different teams that do different stuff. And the one that focuses on Jiggle physics is not the one that focuses on endgame content where the game is hurting right now. So don't you worry. So if you've ever scrolled through the Discord or checked X, you've seen the posts. People have been like, yo, these character models are fire, bro. Give us the physics to match. And honestly, it makes sense. In a third-person perspective game where you're staring at your character for hours, whether it's Bunny zipping around or Freyna poisoning enemies, those little details matter. Without Jiggle physics, things can feel a bit robotic, simulated, and players wanted that extra realism. It's not just about the eye candy either. When a character moves naturally, it pulls you deeper into the game. The devs clearly spent a ton of time making these characters look absolutely amazing. So adding dynamic motion is like the cherry on top. And after months of teasing, they finally delivered, as they always do. So this whole journey started back in November 2024. An Exxon rep, let's call him Lee, hopped into Discord one night and dropped a bombshell. After lengthy discussions, they were greenlighting Jiggle physics. No release date back then, just a promise. Fast forward to January 2025, and the devs gave us an update during a live stream. They said it was trickier than expected. Reworking character models and testing every skin took time. We even got a preview in April, and let me tell you, the hype went through the roof. Now here we are with patch 1.2.18. The feature's live and it works across both upper and lower body animations. You can see it in action on all of your favorite, well, female characters. Bunny, Balbi, Freyna, Serena, you name it. The devs are going to add a slider to fine-tune the intensity. It's not in the game yet, but this isn't going to be just a one-size-fits-all thing. So there's not going to be dynamic motion or Jiggle physics for the male characters. Not now, maybe not ever. The devs gave a lot of concessions here, not just through the development work, but also in the game's rating. So adding Jiggle physics impacts that kind of stuff, which can make the game a little bit more difficult to market, but the devs agreed it was worth it. And I think that's smart because it's all about tailoring the game to your core market. And if the vast majority of people that are loving this game say it is needed, then that's what you got to do. Okay, let's talk visuals. The devs didn't go overboard. Dynamic motion looks natural, not cartoonish. So in the model that I have here, this is cranked up to the max. In the April preview, the emote showed off a subtle bit noticeable bounce. It's not in your face, but it's definitely there. In the medium, the default settings, it strikes a really nice balance. Do I dare say the word classy? Weak keeps it low key, while strong ramps it up for anyone who wants max jiggle. But even at maximum, I think it looks relatively natural. And again, if it's not your vibe, just switch off the settings, easy peasy. So the community, mostly stoked. On X, players are calling it a W for the fans and praising Nexon for listening. Some are like, finally, my bunny looks alive. Others are mad about it, saying it's not a game changer, we need more endgame content. That's a different topic. But the fact is, that's also true. The fact that it's an option for the player base is going to keep a lot of people happy. You do you, and that's what matters. So dynamic motion's the star for this current patch, but the patch has other goodies too. There's a new Abyss boss, Ice Maiden, for a fresh challenge, and they did make her more difficult. The socket node system got an upgrade with mutation cells for extra stats, and the party finder's been improved. So teaming up is hopefully going to be smoother. So yeah, plenty to dig into beyond the jiggle. Look forward to some more in-depth videos on those topics. We can't talk about this patch without talking about the current state of the game right now. A lot of the community is kind of in idle mode, just waiting for fresh content to drop. There's not much new to dig into, and it's left players in a holding pattern, twiddling their thumbs until something exciting comes along. The recent addition of Jiggle Physics might spice things up a bit. It's likely to draw in some new players who are curious about the hype, and it can even tempt a few returning folks to pop back in. But here's the big question. How long can a feature like that keep a long-term crowd hooked? It's fun for a minute, sure, but it's not going to hold down the fort all on its own. The real buzz is around Season 3. The devs are cooking up some amazing stuff, I gotta tell you. Major changes that are supposed to shake up the game and turn the tide for the better. Everyone's hyped about it, and it's got the community buzzing with anticipation. Problem is, July feels like a lifetime away when you're stuck in the content drought. At least there's a patch dropping on June 19th to look forward to. It's not Season 3, but it's tossing in some cool things, and hopefully enough tweaks and fixes to keep things interesting until the big update hits. So there you have it. Dynamic Motion is live in the first Descendant, and it's got all the settings you need. After all the hype, it's awesome to see the devs deliver something the community's been craving. Whether you're here for the physics or just the gameplay, jump in and check it out. And hey, if you feel like hitting like or subscribe, I'd be down with that. Catch you on the next one.
Thank you for hanging out with me. I'm Tuxedo Bandido, and if you found this video helpful, be sure to hit the like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you don't miss out on the good stuff I have coming for you. And if you like content like this, be sure to check out the video I have recommended for you right here. If you have anything you would like me to cover, be sure to let me know in the comments below. And thank you to all the channel members and donors who make things possible. Tux Nation wouldn't be the same without you.
When you buy or download anything for the first Descendant, be sure to use Tux's creator code to support the channel. Easy peasy.
Wait, did we just become best friends?